Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. We're at it again here with another riding video. This is the first ride with the MT250 in the woods. This bike I got done back in the fall of 23. It's kind of been sitting in my garage waiting for some nice weather to get it back here in the woods, put it through the paces a little bit, make sure everything holds together. I've done a couple road rides with it up and down the street, and everything's so far so good. If you remember, this is the bike that I had to split the motor on to get to the crank seals. The one on this side is behind the case. So when you pull this out, it's not like the Yamahas where you can pick the seal out this way. You actually have to get to it behind it. So this side was tough to get to, so you have to split that motor. The other side's not so bad, but you know, while it's out, it's just easy to do that way too. You don't have to pick it out. You just kind of pop it out from the other side. This bike, I put the stock gearing on it. We're going to see how it handles the woods. Just getting over to this point, I can kind of tell it's geared a little higher for the road, which was to be expected. It's still got the dual sport tires, like the 50/50 trials tires on it. And I let some air out to get some traction here. It's pretty dry here today though, so just getting over to this section, I felt it grabbing pretty good. So shouldn't have any problems until I get to some muddy sections. But this bike too has turn signals, which I didn't put on yet. Figured I was going to wait until after the woods ride to put that stuff on, just in case, you know, I don't want to break anything. So none of the lights work or anything. Something that popped up riding it around up and down the road. This is almost embarrassing for me to show you this, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I had to put some quick patches on some very tiny pinholes that opened up as I was riding it. I put more gas in it than I've had it in there before, and it exposed some unfortunate little pinholes in the tank that I didn't see before. So I got some on this side too. It's a little worse on this side. Yeah, not something I'm proud of, but it'll get me through this ride today. It was too nice of a day to pass up, so I just wanted to get it out here, get this video in, and then I'll worry about patching that tank up later. But enough jabbering from me. Let's get on the bike. I'll let the bike do the talking here, and I'll try not to interrupt the sounds of two-stroke, classic two-stroke going through the woods. Kind of let you know what I think as I'm riding. But all right, let's get on. Let's see how it goes. So just a little backstory for anybody that hasn't followed along in the other videos. I picked this bike up mid-Ohio at Vintage Days. I think it was in 2022. So almost 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago now. Picked it up. I knew it needed crank seals and a couple other things, so I knew what I was getting into. I kind of wanted to get a bike that I had to split the motor on to get that under my belt, because this is actually the first one that I've done that I've had to split the motor on. So it was a good learning experience. And I've always liked the Hondas. I'm pro to the Hondas, so I've always wanted to get an MT and, you know, get it into full running condition and see how I liked it. So my other bikes that I've had, if you follow the channel, the DT250s, the TS185s. So I'll have some bikes to kind of compare to of that vintage with this ride. It would be cool to get them all back here at one time and do a shootout, but I have to get some, might have to recruit some of my buddies to do that. But let's get on it. Let's get it started. I was able to get the bike to idle really well. Let's see if it makes a liar out of me here. Put that in the on position. So I got the carburetor sorted, I think. Yeah, one kick bike, idles real nice. That's the horn. Sounds like a clown car. Alright, we're just going to take it easy on these trails for now, then I'll get acquainted with it, and then we'll go back and do some more technical stuff like in the other videos. off the bat I can tell, you know, the suspension of course is 50 years old, close to 50 years old. So it's pogoing on me, but what do you expect? It's not unrideable. Power feels good so far. First gear has plenty of low end. Second gear I was kind of putzing in second there. Didn't really get to open it up too much. But so far so good. It's feeling fairly nimble too. Feels like it sits up higher than the 75 MT250 that I have. Let's see how it climbs this little hill here. Okay, got another good climb right up here. This is all first gear. I'm starting to get a feel that it is geared a little tall. So first is perfectly fine everywhere for any kind of climb. See how it handles this one. Second gear. Third. Gets up the speed real nice. Yeah, I think I could definitely use a final drive gearing change, maybe one tooth down in the front or up a couple in the rear. That was second gear and I really wasn't in the meat of the power there until I got towards the top and I wasn't clutching it or anything. It's got enough low end to just pull up those hills, you're just not screaming it. Yeah, this is third. I'm only cruising at like 2,000 RPM in third right now. Oh, that went up a little higher. Maybe 3,500 or so. Could definitely use a gearing change. A lot to deal with. Feeling pretty solid though, I'd say. once over here. Definitely geared tall. I didn't feel it until I started getting to the hills and technical stuff. It likes being in first back here a lot. Get this thing straightened out. Hold together. My patches are holding up. Those will last just for today, I'm sure. Alright. Probably could use wheel bearings in the back. I feel a little wobble. Nothing major. Front's alright. Alright, let's keep going. Idling nice. Yeah, those rebounds are killer on this thing. Feel it, feels like metal on metal when it's rebounding. Take it a little easier. Engine feels good. Fresh top end of this thing. Still breaking it in a little bit. Done a couple heat cycles. But this is my first real ride with this. I think, like I said, the last time I really rode it up and down the road a little bit was back in October. And it's got that third tire up front. The rear isn't as bad as I thought it would be. We're gonna find out though. I'm gonna go over to some muddy sections and over by the creek. We'll see how it handles that. Ooh. I just lost my foot peg. Fifth brake. Somehow the foot peg fell off. What the? Okay. Well, luckily the bolt's with it. I lucked out there, didn't I? Shut this off. Yeah. Part of the vintage bike experience, right? Okay. Those threads aren't too nice. Hopefully this will cooperate. And it's kind of rounded out there. Yeah, we'll make it work. Let's see what we got here. I don't think I have a crescent wrench. Let's see what size that is. I don't know if these tools are going to fit that. Let's see. Oh, of course, it's probably a 14. And it's bigger than a 14. Probably a 17. Alright. Well, I'll at least probably crank it down with this for a little bit and then have to grab a wrench on the way back. That's good. Ooh. Yeah, that's not, still not all the way in there. I'm gonna have to come up with something else. I'm gonna take this easy going home. Luckily there's a road right up there that I can hit. I'm gonna get that tightened down more, bring it back in the woods here, finish this ride. I got a temporary fix in place. Seems like it's alright for now. I'm going to take it down into some more technical stuff. Hope I can get out. Easy here. Oh, this will be fun coming back. Alright, this here is about the hardest part. If I can get up this little hill, right out of this valley, we'll be okay. Little clutch action. Would be nice to get it to go a little bit better. I'm just crawling around here in first. Little rock garden. I get used to the suspension a little bit, it's not so bad. And they keep it in a lower gear too. Have to really get on it for this one. It's a root infested hill covered in leaves. You don't get much run at it, so here we go. That's where having a dirt tire would be nice. Barely made it. Well guys, it's going to conclude this ride here. Starting to lose a little daylight. I'm trying to get back here pretty soon, but just want to give you my opinions on it real quick. So aside from a couple quirks and the gearing, the bike feels pretty good. I will say, you know, from what I've been reading online, it is pretty anemic compared to the CR head. That's one thing I might consider doing if I do keep this bike, is maybe look for a new cylinder head. I don't know if it's a cylinder. I guess it's a cylinder and the head that would need replaced to give it that CR engine. Because it does have some nice low end grunt, but you know, above mid-range, you know, kind of loses steam, like, from what I can tell, pretty quick. And the gearing doesn't help much there. Because you know, I'm back here in mostly first in this tight stuff, and you know, it runs out of steam pretty quick. Doing pretty well though for having this old Trouse tire on here. Like I said, I did let some pressure out to try to get some grip, and it is working. And it's pretty dry, but you know, in the muddy spots, it's handling it pretty well. Suspension's blown out, like I said. I got used to that pretty quick. It is handling pretty decent through the rocks and stuff, I will say. Probably because everything's flexing. So it's just kind of wiggling its way through the rocks real easy. The bigger hits I'm feeling pretty good up front. So there's like actually no rebound dampening from what I could tell. There is oil in there. So I did change the fork oil. I don't know if I recorded that before, but there's oil in there. So I don't know, maybe the seals are blown out or something. It's not leaking anything, but something in there's not working right, because it's just, if I hit something hard enough, it's just metal on metal. I could feel it, so that's not good. But yeah, shift's nice, starts easy. Ignore the tape on the tank, that's quite embarrassing, I will say, but it is holding together for now. After I took it for that first ride, underneath this one here, there was like a little fountain of gas coming out of there. So I was like, I'm not passing this day up. I gotta get it out there and get it for a good ride out in this weather. Yeah, gearing is a definite change. I'm gonna probably, you know, I might try putting one tooth up front lower, or maybe two in the back. Although those are new sprockets, I might just live with it. It's not that big of a deal. It's moving fine back here. You just got to be mindful of that. So overall, I like it. Probably first impression of this, I'd probably say I still like the DT better. I haven't had the TS back here enough to really compare the two or the three, and I never had a Kawasaki KE yet. So that's the last of the Japanese big four that I would need to get to try to compare. Yeah, out of the three that I have, you know, I haven't had a TS250 yet. The TS185 is probably the most nimble. This one would probably handle the street better, I think. It's a good trail bike, but I'd probably want to gear it down. If I geared it down, I'd probably like it a lot better. Yeah, overall, I'm happy with it for what it is. It's running good, it's running strong, low to mid-range. I just need some help up top. Let me know what you guys think that have had these bikes and have owned these, if that's the correct opinion that I'm having, if I'm just feeling it right. Maybe it needs jetting adjusted a little bit, but it is revving out pretty clean. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. The sun's going down. Probably don't look like it too much in the video, but once it goes over that hillside, it'll get fairly dark back here, so I'm gonna head back home. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next ride. I'm gonna get the 1980 TS185 back in the woods next, I think. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. As always, if you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And it all goes a long way in helping the channel, guys, and I appreciate it once again. All right, we'll see you in the next one.